Hey everyone, it's Katan from BossBayBlog.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're walking through the benefits of being a monthly directory member. So I actually made this video for the directory members. I made it thinking of the directory members, but I also made it thinking of people who might want to become a directory member in the future. So we will get straight into that. But before we do, I just want to briefly go ahead and shout out one of our sponsors, and that is Charlie Shop. So you can text 757-842-0556 if you are needing custom gift baskets for special occasions, birthdays, um, weddings, parties, couples, holidays, and so much more. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. I just got done eating. Okay, so let me make sure that everybody on Instagram is good to go. And then we're going to go ahead and start. Okay, let's see where we at. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm gonna try to go through this as clean and crisply as I can. Um, like I said, it's just for directory members and it's for people who might be thinking about becoming a directory member. So for 2026, these are the directory member benefits if you decide to purchase a monthly membership. Before I move into the monthly membership benefits, I should express that each membership tier is based off of a different type of entrepreneur or a different stage that you might be in your entrepreneurial journey. So the monthly membership, I would actually say, is more likely for an entrepreneur that has an idea of what they want to do, has an idea of how they want to present themselves, but maybe they're not there quite yet. Maybe they don't have a website just yet, or maybe they do, but they're just not really advertising and promoting it as aggressively just yet. They're still producing and developing their brand, but they want to be a part of the community and they want to take advantage of the resources to put themselves out there and step into different rooms while other people know that they're verified. So this is what you get with the monthly membership. So first thing you're going to receive is a new member support session. This is a one-on-one, 1 hour session where I sit down to determine what your preferences are, what you're seeking, what things you value for your business. It's basically a place for me to understand why you joined us at Boss Bay Blog, but then secondly, to understand what you're seeking, what you're looking for in your business. Because I'm often in many different rooms and I always do my best to promote and represent the businesses that are in our directory. So when I run into other professionals that align with everything that you said you were looking for, I'm able to quickly send them your website or quickly get them in front of you, whether that's for someone to sign up to work for you, work with you, collaborate, be a client. But, I listen to your preferences and I keep note of that so that as I'm finding other professionals or clients or leads, I can send them to the right places because everybody's different with their preferences. Everybody has a different style. And, we have so many different types of professionals. I feel like I said different a lot of times, but we have so many different professionals in our directory that have unique walks of life and unique ways of taking care of their customers, and they're all passionate about doing it. So I just try to make sure that I'm aligning people with, places that I think that they might find that support and understanding. Um, so after we do your new member support session and I understand what kind of support you're needing, I also take a little small dive into like what type of resources or services might you be looking for. And even if you're not looking for any further services at the moment, I still take note of that. And I also take note of your funding so that if I find something that aligns with where you're at, I can always come back and refer it to you. Then we move into our private directory member Instagram chat. So the Instagram chat is a little bit different, right? Different from the Facebook chat, but we'll get into Facebook in a second. We have a private Instagram chat that has over 50 of our members. We have more than 50 members, but it has about over 50 members in the chat. And this is a place for you to connect with people, network, collaborate, laugh, ask questions, talk about business, talk about life. It's a private chat strictly dedicated to the members of the directory. So it's like that extra safe space where you can go if you just need some encouragement or you want some resources or you just want to connect with other people or you're looking for somebody who's going to be your next collaboration. But I feel like we often have friend circles that we tend to focus on, which is great. But as an entrepreneur, it's really important to start to develop and create your own business friend circle. And you'll have people that you'll be friends with on a closer level, and then you have friends that you're still kind of developing a relationship with. So this IG member chat, it kind of creates the space for that so that you can start to develop those relationships with like-minded professionals and just kind of step outside of your comfort zone and mingle a little bit amongst people that you know are serious about their business, but also about creating great relationships. Um, the next benefit that we have is, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you guys the best way to juice these benefits. So the new member support session, the best way to juice this benefit is before you come to the session, have a list of everything that you need for your business, have a list of all of your funding as far as how much you're able to spend on the things that you're needing, and have a list of your goals and where you're trying to go. Understand who your target audience is. If you don't already know them, doesn't mean it's the end of the world, but the best way to take advantage of this service, I would say, is to come already semi prepared with ideas of who it is you're speaking to. If you haven't already done a brand persona template, go and do that. Go fill that out. Or, understand what your buyer's journey might look like. These are things that you want to research and just learn a little bit more about so that when we get to this new member support session, you can be spot on with telling me exactly what you're seeking. So it can be that much more clear for me when I find someone who may be a really great fit for, being one of your clients or collaboration partners. Okay. The private directory member Instagram chat, I would say there's two things that you can do to juice this. The first off is just get in there and introduce yourself. Sometimes introductions go a very long way, and we underestimate the power in just simply putting yourself out there and showing your face. The more people see your face, the more likely they're going to be to remember you. The more likely they are to remember you, the more likely they are to shop with you. And so when they get their money, they're going to go and spend money with people that they remember who are in their head. It doesn't mean that you have to beg anyone. It doesn't mean that you have to do anything crazy, but a simple, happy Friday or a simple showing up and asking people how they're doing or even asking questions about their business and their life. These are things that you can do that will remind people that you're out there. And they appreciate the reminders because we have a lot of stuff going on in our day and our life. And sometimes we want to support others, but we forget. Our brains are, brain fog. That's just a real thing right now for a lot of people, whether you're at older age or not older age, mature, immature, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of people have issues with that memory, and that's because of this technology and all these tasks that have been placed on our heads throughout the day. And they still want to support and shop, but it's great when you're able to keep that imprint in their mind. So when they think of the products or the solutions that they're looking for, your business is at the forefront. So the best way to use that would be to connect, socialize, play some games, drop a questionnaire in there, invite people to your events, virtual and offline, provide resources, provide some level of value. But you do these things and you'll start to build genuine connections. The next thing we have is a private directory member Facebook group. So this is a private Facebook group that is dedicated to networking, sales, business growth. Sometimes I just drop tips in there. Sometimes I schedule posts, and it's just giving you insight on how to grow your business, whether you're a product-based business or a service-based business. I'm grateful to say that I actually have experience in both. So sometimes I drop gems for product-based businesses like fashion items, apparel, accessories, electronics, dish items, stuff like that. And then sometimes I drop gems for service-based industries where we know that you're providing a service that you're not necessarily packaging up and, shipping out to somebody. So you can go there if you want insight. The best way that I would take advantage of this resource and really use it is when you're going in there, don't just go with the mindset of promoting and, talking about your products and services. Go in with the mindset of asking questions about what collaborations are available and which business owners are open or interested or seeking collaboration partners. Also, go in with some clarity. Create a list of what you're willing to provide in a collaboration and what you're seeking in a collaboration. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Whew. Trying to fight these yawns. It's been a long day of consultations, calls, networking, business events, all that planning. But we're still going. We're having a good time doing it. So then the next thing that we have is our small business wind down. So this is really more of like a room for the business owners in the directory to release. So you can use it to network, to talk about maybe a special promo or something that might be going on with your business, but you don't have to. It's not required. This room is a safe space for us to just be human, be entrepreneurs. And the next benefit that we have is the member shopping thread. So once a month, we will shop with a different member, which this month is Charlie Shops. I did not promote Charlie Shops as much last month because I got caught up with other event stuff. So we're going to go again one more round. And I want to keep reminding the directory members that if you shop with her, your name will be placed in the raffle to have everybody donate or shop with you. So, how this thread works is whoever the business is that we are shopping with, you're going to donate or spend $25 or more before tax. And by doing that, your name gets placed on the raffle for you to be the next person to win. So, right now, the brand that we're talking about, hello, thanks for joining, is Charlie Shops. And that is the brand that we will be, having for the shopping thread. The next thing that we have is our business branding consultation. So if you are needing assistance with how to brand your business and have a stronger layout, then you're going to want to take advantage of this consultation. Some people come in and they don't necessarily look for or seek branding services. They're just seeking me to advertise and market the business that they have already branded. However, some people come here and they are specifically seeking branding assistance. You want to know how your logo looks. You want to know how your client culture looks like. You want to know how your clienteling is. You want to know what kind of customer experience you're creating. You want to know what brand colors you're going to use. You want to know your brand. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thanks for the subscription. Shout out to you. Um, but yeah, you want to know all of those things, and you have questions. You want to know, how do I set up my business? How do I create a brand ambassador program? What message am I sending? Who am I speaking to with my target audience? What do I need to change about my presentation? These are questions that you have. And so in the branding consultation, we answer all of those complimentary to say thank you for being a member of our directory. Then we have our business performance assessment. This is where you can receive a complimentary business performance assessment to help us determine the best recommendations for your branding/networking needs. So this is where we say what we need as far as branding and things that you can use to grow, but in the same breath, we also have to be realistic with where we're performing, and we also have to determine what's the right fit for you based off of your funding right now. So if you say, for example, let's say we sit down in a branding consult and we come to the conclusion that you need a website. So we say, yep, it's time for you to get a website. Now, in our business performance assessment, hey, thanks for joining. I was going to say happy Thursday. That's how you know. Listen, you can probably see it in my eyes. You already know I'm going to be sleep after we finish these lives this evening. Um, but yes, so I'm just going through the membership benefits for each membership, but I'm going to do a separate video for all of them to make it easier for our members, just so they know exactly what they are and how to use them. And just in case they need a refresh. But I was giving an example of how the business performance assessment and the business branding assessment go hand in hand, because we might sit down in your business branding assessment and determine that you absolutely need a new logo. However, in your branding consultation or in your performance consultation, we find out that you're not performing at the sales goal that you need to just yet to invest into a logo or to invest into certain things. And so with that information, I would then create a plan where we focus on specific call to actions to help you get to a better place. And then once we get to that place, then after we reach the milestone, we can go and purchase us a logo. So this is what the business performance assessment is about. It's about creating realistic and attainable goals while moving that needle on your business. All right. The next thing that you receive is a business interviewing masterclass. I did receive some feedback on the masterclasses. Guys, don't forget to take advantage of my feedback section on my website because it's there for you if you are a shopper, a member. But I did get some feedback. So for the business interviewing masterclass is a class where we're going to give you some insight on just how to optimize your interview, how to take advantage of these platforms. And once you have that information, then we move on to your live streaming business interview. So it's like basically you did a quick little masterclass where I gave you some insight and reminders, and then we go into the live interview. So when we move into the live business interviews, that's where we sit down on our Boss Babe business show and we discuss your brand. We learn about your mission. We talk about, what you're passionate about, and then you show off your products and then you share whatever specific topic you want to discuss. So we changed the show. Previously, we had like a list of questions that we would ask on the show. Now we invite people to come out and we get to let them apply. And when they apply, they get to say what they want to talk about. And if it's a topic that aligns or that we feel like is going to be great for the audience, then you're approved and you come on. Sorry, y'all. Ooh, Lord. Trying to keep it together. I might have to do some jumping jacks in between this live. But that's pretty much what the live streaming business interviews are for. Now, if you are a member of the directory, the best way that you can really juice this is to juice it. So like show up to as many as you can every month. If you can do 8 shows in a row, do it. It takes on average a consumer probably about 7 times to see your products before they make a purchase. So on top of that, a customer is 70% more likely to make a purchase when they see you on a video. So we're combining the fact that they're more likely to make a purchase when they see you on the video with the fact that they must see a product or service at least 7 times before they make a purchase. So we have to consistently put ourselves out there. I've talked about this in the past, but a platform is just that, a platform. What you do with the platform is what's going to determine your success that you see from it. So when you get there, having your products ready, talking in detail about, what it is that you provide. These are things that we want to be focusing on, making sure that you're putting yourself out there as much as you can. All members get unlimited access to this show. So if you are a directory member, you get unlimited access. Anytime that you want, you can go and apply and you will be approved every time. You just say the topic you want to discuss, and then your name will be recognized based off the email that you've given us, and you will be approved every single time. So I highly recommend taking advantage of it. I've seen professionals in multiple different industries be able to make sales. So if you are in the travel industry, if you are in the books industry, publishing industry, design industry, let's see what else. I mean, there's so many, footwear, apparel, all of that stuff. But basically, you can come out to this show and you can advertise your products complimentary as many times as you want. I would recommend trying to make it, if you can't do it every show, every Thursday of the month, like that's not realistic for you, create a goal to do it at least once a month that you place yourself out there on the show. Because right now, our YouTube channel alone is doing, let's see. Man, I might need to, these jumping jacks might need to come a lot faster than we thought. Let's see, y'all. Hold on. Wait, hold on. What was I looking up? Oh, the YouTube channel. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Okay. So our YouTube channel currently has 191 subscribers. Shout out to everybody that's subscribed. On top of that, we have over 15,000 views in the last 28 days. For the month of March, we have over 6,000 views right now. So it's really growing. So the more you put yourself out there, the more you increase your digital footprint. And I did talk about this earlier, but we'll go a little bit deeper into that in just a moment. Let's continue on these benefits. All right. So the next benefit that you're going to receive as a member, a monthly member, or any level of membership is a blog interview. So this is a one-on-one blog interview where we sit down to learn about your business. The benefits behind this interview is that I get people who ask 1,000,001 questions about small businesses and sometimes about the businesses that they see in the directory. And I already foresee this coming when we start the conversation. The questions that they want to know is, well, where are they based out of? Well, who do they service? Okay, well, what's their mission? Well, how do I find them? What's the best way to contact them? Oh, do you have any pictures of what they provide? Do you have any photos or links to their products or services? Now, a lot of this stuff will be found on the website. But even then, people will still have questions and want to read more information. So when you fill out this blog interview, it does 2 things. Number 1, it increases your digital footprint through Boss Babe Blog, but also on Google. And number 2, it gives me the opportunity to speed that process up for the customer and expedite that trustworthiness process, because they feel like you're trustworthy, they're more likely to make that purchase. And so that's what it allows me to do. So when someone asks me, what's her mission? Why did she start her business? I can directly send them the blog where they can go read all about you. So that's one of the, or 2 of the benefits of having this blog. Another benefit is that it's an opportunity for you to show your expertise and show people why you are the solution in the industry that you're in. So those are some really big reasons why you want to have a blog interview. And the best way to utilize this blog interview is, number 1, as soon as you become a member, go get that blog interview filled out. And fill it out with detail, with passion, because everything that you do, it shows. So like if you fill it out, or, you move through it kind of quick because, maybe you're nervous, maybe you don't know what to say, maybe you're just uncomfortable with interviews, and so you're just not sure. Take the time to really think about thoughtful answers, because you don't understand just how much the customers really genuinely love that. Like when I say love, I mean they love an authentic interview and authentic conversation. So be yourself, be open, be real about, where you're at, what you're doing, how you're growing. Give those full detailed responses, and then also capitalize on your credibility and provide them with a direct link where they can go shop. All right. So now you have one more benefit as a monthly member, and that is the group sales mentorship call. So this call will take place on the first Monday or the second Monday of every month, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, and every member receives a free replay if desired. So if you are a member and you are unable to attend, you will get a free replay. That's the first thing. The next thing is this group sales mentorship call is like we do different topics every month. So we basically work on growing our brand, our sales tactics, and our business insight and acumen all together. And it's monthly. So you can come and join. You can ask questions when I open up the floor for questions. And then you can come back again the next month and receive more insight on how to increase sales in your business or how to avoid decreasing sales in your business. But that is pretty much all the benefits for the monthly membership. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off, do some quick jumping jacks and come back on so that I can walk through the yearly benefits of the directory membership. And if you have questions, guys, go to bossbabeblog.com to be assisted, and we will happily take care of you. Thanks for watching, and I'll be right back. Bye-bye.